Hey everyone, welcome back. This is my review of Fate Kaleid, episode 4, I believe. Yep, episode 4. Not sure what the title is, but the title will be in the title of this video. Anyways, so this episode of Fate Kaleid was pretty much, for the most part, a laid-back episode. Although we did get some pretty interesting foreshadowing. Okay, first off, that fucking nurse, I forget what her name is or if it was even stated to begin with, but that fucking nurse is suspicious to me, okay? I'm keeping my eye on her because what she said to Kuro in this episode, it really makes you think that she knows more about these mages and magical girls than she's letting on. Because she said something along the lines of, you know, Kuro's existence is a miracle, she shouldn't even be here. And stuff like that. So I'm keeping my eye on that nurse. I think that she's really suspicious. Also, she's really funny too. She's kind of a bitch in a way because she's like at certain point in this episode, she says she's bored. She wonders if someone's going to bring a half-dead patient in or something, and she doesn't like to deal with minor injuries like scrapes and bruises and cuts and stuff. Like, only if someone's like fatally wounded and they could die does she like to have to do it, or else she's bored. And she still does her job because or else she'll probably get fired. But still, though, and she's just a really funny character. But I'm also keeping my eye on her. Now, we still don't yet know exactly what Kuro is after. Okay, basically in this episode, Livius decided to allow her to stay at Illya's school. I forget what they called the school. Because Kuro brought up the good point that because of that curse on her, she can't really attack Illya anyways. Okay? So she wouldn't really be able to harm Illya, and Livius then made the deal with her that if they allow her to go to that school so that she can live a normal life, which is supposedly what she wants to do, then she won't like harm anyone else. Okay, and she did make the deal. Whether she's going to keep that promise or not, who knows. Okay, and there was actually a dodgeball scene in this episode because the teacher and all of the student, or a few of the students which Kuro kissed in the previous episode, challenged her to a dodgeball match in which if she lost, she would have to leave them alone, but she said that if she won, they would have to kiss her every day. Wow. So naturally, actually ended up in a draw. Okay, but she had some monstrous power though with that dodgeball, and Illya ended up turning against her and fighting against her for the last one, and Kuro basically ended up knocking Illya out. But because of that, Kuro felt the pain as well, so she ended up getting knocked out. So they considered that to be a draw. So far, it doesn't seem like either one of them are really gonna like come to fruition, so it makes me wonder what's going to happen because of the outcome. But anyway, so that was pretty much the highlight of this episode in terms of comedy because it was really funny. Okay. And yeah, that's pretty much all that happened in this episode, though. It was pretty laid back, but again, that foreshadowing with that nurse and Kuro is very interesting. At the very least, there was really no actual plot progression in this episode. Like, the dodgeball scene could have been taken out and nothing would have really came of it, I don't think. I think it was pretty much just there for comedy relief, which worked, in my opinion. But if anything else, this episode was meant for that foreshadowing, mainly. And of course, they had to put a lot of other stuff in there in order to make it the full length of an episode. Okay, so yeah, that foreshadowing, though, was definitely very important in this episode. So I think I'm going to wrap up this review, though. This episode was very good once again. Okay, like, Kuro, she's still playing off the whole thing of being Illya's cousin, and it's like, I wonder how long this is actually going to go. This is episode 4, so we've got a little bit of the series left. Like, 6 episodes, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, so anyways, overall, I hope you enjoyed this review, guys. These are guys. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.